this channel, we are willing to transmute or transform our common enemy. Who is the common enemy? Our dear mental afflictions. You know what I mean? When anxiety comes and it seems like there's no way out, when anger strikes and you're burning with rage, or when we fail and we feel depressed and start beating ourselves up as if that somehow helps the situation. As a matter of fact, if we look at it closely, adding a negative emotion to a situation isn't exactly giving us the result we are looking for. We've only compounded the problem. Instead of one problem, now we have two. We have the problematic situation, and we have a negative emotion on top of that. This actually makes dealing with the situation more difficult. Now, if we agree on this, let's think about what human beings want. We all want to be happy, and we don't want to suffer, right? So that's what we are going to work on. We want to explore tools we can use for powerful transformation in our own lives. Furthermore, we want to help and support each other as much as possible on that quest. Because what's the point of being happy if everyone around us is miserable? So the idea is to help each other remove or transform the mental afflictions. We can become partners in this endeavor. I believe human beings have a beautiful, kind essence. Let's imagine something. Let's imagine there is a table with delicious food and you're sitting there. It's all for you, but around you, you see friends and other people and animals dying of hunger. Can you really enjoy that food by yourself? Wouldn't you feel better sharing it with others? Definitely yes. We feel better sharing it with others. In the same way, here our goal is to overcome the mental afflictions which we all have in some shape or form, no matter our situation in life. And as we support each other in this goal, we actually become more capable as individuals and as a community. It is not just about my mental afflictions, but also the mental afflictions of those in my world. You know, we see in the world around us what we carry inside, and the other way around too. By working on ourselves, we are doing the greatest service to the world. By evolving ourselves, we are able to more effectively help others grow as well. As the great saint Master Shantideva once said, "When happiness is liked by me and others equally, what is so special about me that I should strive after happiness only for myself?" He also said, "All the suffering there is in this world arises from wishing ourselves to be happy. All the happiness there is in this world arises from wishing others to be happy." It's worth cooking this idea a little. Anyway, this is our approach here. So, you probably heard of the word nirvana. In one sense, a person is in nirvana when nothing can affect their equanimity. The point is that they have liberated themselves of all their mental afflictions. The word in Sanskrit for mental affliction is klesha. A klesha disturbs the peace of mind of the person experiencing it, experiencing that thought, that feeling, or that emotion. Okay, having said this, let's start with forgiving. Forgiving is so important. Forgiving yourself and forgiving others. What happens if we don't forgive? If we don't forgive, we suffer and we get sick. Our body, our soma, stores that anger, that resentment in ourselves, and one day we find out we have developed a terminal cancer, stomach ulcer, or some other disease. We have lost our sense of ease. We have blocked the free flow of energy and vitality by holding on and not letting go. The one who suffers from holding on is the one you are trying to protect. Eventually, we have to realize that the past is over and done, and we cannot change it. We must give up punishing ourselves in the present moment because someone hurt us a long time ago. And it's better to deal with it sooner than later. We don't want to try to deal with this when our health is compromised, and we have to deal with that too. It's a choice that we must make. We have to decide to release the past and forgive everyone and everything, even ourselves. This decision is the first step toward our healing. Forgiving is about letting go, not about agreeing with a certain behavior. And this sort of forgiveness, this letting go, it is so fundamentally connected to almost all of our issues in life. When we are stuck and cannot flow with life, it's usually because we are holding on to something. If we feel resentment about anything, it is almost impossible to be present with life. We might be holding on to sadness, fear, anger, regret, whatever it is. It's really our unwillingness to let go and let be. This is unforgiveness. So the idea is to dissolve it completely and return to the present moment. Looks like simple, right? So all we have to do is forgive everyone who has hurt us in our life. But we know it's not so easy. When there is deep resentment, it's difficult to let go, especially if we're not sure how to do it. So I am inviting you to do this forgiveness practice every day until you really feel free in your body and mind, until there is nothing to forgive anymore because you have no resentment whatsoever. This is not a small task. This is actually quite huge because it will put us on a path of greater freedom and vitality. We all have some kind of resentment towards somebody or some situation. Sometimes strong anger is there. Sometimes a mild resentment that is draining our energy and we're feeling tired or depressed. In my case, during my childhood, I had an alcoholic dad. And don't get me wrong, okay, he was great. He was really, really great when he was sober. However, my whole life turned very dark whenever he would arrive home drunk. And I'm not here to tell you the details about it, but it was so important for me to realize that I was angry with him. So angry for so many years. I was feeling resentment. Our family didn't deserve those violent moments. I was feeling abandoned since he chose alcohol instead of us. I carried so many mental afflictions for so many years. And my mental afflictions didn't somehow solve any problem. They only made my life more challenging. After forgiving him, everything changed. A huge weight was lifted. Actually, now I feel there is nothing to forgive. I know he did his best. He did his best according to his own limitations and circumstances in life. And he loved me and he loved our family. But he had some deep issues that he didn't have the tools or support to deal with. You know the saying, hurt people hurt people. But you want to know what else? Heal people heal people. And if you're watching this video still, you probably know deep inside that healing is possible. And you might think, There is no other option. It is possible. I've seen it over and over in my own life and in the lives of countless others. Healing is the only option. And so, I want to share it with you now. Wherever you are, whenever you are watching this video, I'm telling you, your healing is your birthright. It is why you are here, and our world desperately needs it. We all need your healing. So think about your life, become aware of situations or people that you are holding resentment or anger towards. People or situations that hurt you. You feel they shouldn't have done or said what they did to you. Think about it. Because those situations are holding you back. Those situations are draining or blocking your energy. At this point in the video, we mark the starting of the practice as a chapter, so next time, if you need to repeat the practice, you can just jump into it. So let's start. We are going to do this practice combined with some yoga poses. This will work on our bodies and our minds, tuning them to each other for deeper healing. But if you cannot do the poses for any reason, no worries at all. You don't have to. And if you are on a chair, you can choose that option as well. Let's sit in Baddha Konasana. Okay, so the knees are apart, soles of the feet are together. You can keep your hands behind, pressing down, lengthen the spine, and you can just stay here in a comfortable position. Okay? You could also slightly bend forward if that is okay for you. Okay? So pay attention to your breath. Bring to mind some event or situation that caused a negative emotion within you. It could be something small or something larger. But if this sort of process is new for you, I suggest working with something small and gradually working with larger issues. You see or feel the person that you need to forgive standing in front of you. You are in a safe place. It could be the beach, a garden, your favorite cafe, or wherever you feel most safe. And look at the person in front of you. You begin to express to them how you feel. Let them know what they did to harm or betray you. You can recount it all, just as if you were reading it out to a judge in the court. As you do that, if your body feels comfortable, you can go deeper in the pose, deeper into the forward bend. Slowly come out of the pose. Rest for a moment. Knees together. And let's do a side bend with your legs apart. Then you bend your right knee. If you need to protect your knee, you can use a yoga block or a towel under your thigh. Okay? Feel free to do that. Then you bring your left hand to your leg, wherever you can reach is fine. Stretch your right arm up and then bend to the side. Okay? You feel, as you bend to the side, you will feel the side of your body opening up. Okay? And we hold it here. Let's continue with our visualization. The person who hurt you is in front of you, and it was not fair. They shouldn't have done that to you. Now let yourself feel the pain, any pain. It is going to be just for a minute or so, so allow yourself to feel the pain. Slowly come out of the pose. And let's do the other side. So you bend your left knee, right leg straight. Bring your right hand to your leg. Then stretch your left arm up and bend to the side. In the pose, try to keep your chest open. And we hold it there. Allow yourself to feel the pain fully. It is completely okay to feel frustration or anger or hurt. Let it flow. Just 1 more minute or so. And slowly come out of the pose and relax for a moment. Okay, now stop feeling the pain. Shift your focus from the pain and now pay attention to the person who did you wrong. Think about what they lacked in their lives. Imagine how they must see the situation. Try to put yourself in their shoes. How might they perceive the situation? What could they have been experiencing in their life that caused them to behave in the way they did? What pain were they dealing with that overwhelmed them and caused them to hurt others? Let's do a twist with legs apart. If this is not comfortable, you can also do it in a cross-leg position, okay? So you will bring the right hand behind and the left hand in front of you, and then we twist to the right. You lengthen the spine and then exhale and twist deeper. You can keep your hands on the floor, or if it's comfortable for you, you can hold your thighs, okay? And we hold it here. Hold the pose there. After you have considered the situation from their position, from their point of view, now you can reflect on what you yourself may have learned from this experience. How did it help you grow? Take a few deep breaths and think about it. Slowly come out of the pose and we change to the other side. Same thing, hands on the floor, inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist, or you can bring hands to your thighs and you twist deeper. Okay? Whatever feels comfortable for you. And now think about, how did you become stronger or wiser after this experience? Really think about it. Take a few deep breaths there. And slowly come out of the pose. Remember, without mud, there is no lotus. Now bend your knees and relax for a moment. So now see this person in front of you and make the conscious decision to forgive them. For yourself and for everyone in your world. You don't have to know how, just decide that's what you are going to do. You free them, you forgive them, and they fade away. You forgive them. You don't need them to forgive you. Let's do this practice in Paschimottanasana, forward bend. So we are going to bring legs together. You can bend your knees a little bit if you need, with the toes up, or you can keep your legs straight. Sit bones are pressing down. Stretch your arms up, lengthen, and slowly bend forward wherever it feels comfortable for you, okay? So we hold it here, or maybe you can be on a deeper forward bend, whatever feels comfortable for you. This is a very powerful first step, as we said, for yourself and for everyone in your world. You free them, you forgive them, and they fade away. So you stay in the pose, they are fading away, you are free, and they are free. Stay there for a while, rest, and release into that freedom. And slowly come out of the pose. How do you feel? Lighter? We must repeat this process because we need to undo the patterns we've been living with and release where we've been holding on for so long. And we do it again and again with the same situation and the same person on a daily basis. Our healing will come as we continue to restructure and release old holding patterns. Once you honestly feel you no longer carry any negative feeling or energy about this situation, and you have an understanding of what happened, you can move to another situation. And you keep doing it until you are completely free. Please let me know in the comments what's going on in your life, what do you need to improve. I'll do my best to cover it in the next video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications so you don't miss our next video. And one more thing, for those of you who want to start your yoga journey, there is a link here to check the info about our Laying the Foundation 5-week online yoga journey. We have already over 100 people who have attended this yoga journey. Some of them were complete beginners, many of them had some yoga experience, and in general, the feedback we received is they discovered that yoga is much more than what they thought, and they're able to include yoga in their everyday activities. The yoga you do on the mat becomes really powerful when you bring it to your whole life. You can practice 24/7 and have fun at the same time. And last but not least, thank you. Infinite thanks for inspiring me and our team to be the best versions of ourselves, not only for us, but for everyone around us. Without you, we wouldn't be here. Namaste.